So I entered Just Frame. It was Tuesday night? Yeah, Tuesday night. And these are just the matches from the tournament. This is just going to be my analysis of what was going on during and all that good stuff, so y'all can see it. Well, so y'all can understand like what I was thinking through the process, right? So first and foremost, not worrying about really rank here, because some people just genuinely do not like rank. So you never let that really deter you. The problem I have right now, well, I was having during this match though, was this connection was really bad. Now normally, me coming from fighters, Dragon Ball fighters, pre-rollback, I'm used to pretty bad connections, right? But the problem is that it's worse when the connection is not consistent. Like, because even if the connection is a little off, when you like get a game down, right, to a degree, you can kind of play in just about any connection as long as it's not like just straight lagging the whole match, right? The problem is when it spikes and when it's inconsistent connection speed, right? Other than that, you're good. So that's pretty much what this entire match was about. I don't know how much it affected them, because you never know like what's new to people and what's not. Like, you don't know if the bad connection was new to them, or if they usually play in a bad connection. I assume they're pretty far away, because your boy's wired up for sure. Anyways, I messed up the mix. That's fake anyways. Like, you can still press Sleepy Boy when he does that. I don't know why people press after advanced strike. It's not good. I messed up. I used the wrong super right there. But on to game 3, of course. And so we got Terry. I fight Terrys all the time, so unless you're like a really, really, really polished Terry, I'm not like really concerned. Plus, I also know where to punish him at. I messed that up as well. That should have been a full-blown combo, but it's okay because we playing Sleepy. People still waking up pressing buttons. I was actually going for grab right there, which is really good for him. It's why the advanced strike ended up winning. Had I just did the 5A meaty, it wouldn't have worked out. Now I messed up with the super again here. That's on me though. So then my man's kind of just started doing whatever it took to get a hit, which it was working because I was just genuinely trying to figure out what the fuck he was doing. Not gonna lie to you. I should have died right there. But at that point I didn't care, because I was like, I got 2 characters, bro. You're not beating me at that point. That's how I felt. Obviously, you know, shit can happen. On to game 2 though. I believe her name is Angie Peck. Also, I was supposed to fight Violent Kane round 1, but they DQ'd, so this is actually winners round 2. And again, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I don't know why Sleepy got that buff to that gives him a combo extension easier off of that, because you needed a specific hit before to get that, to get the heavy DP, heavy flash kick conversion. It had to be like a counter hit for it to work. Now it doesn't necessarily matter. So, and the way I play Sleepy is entirely dependent on my opponent. That too, like, if you're very predictable on offense, I know when I can just flash kick in between your offense, right? I also do CD into cancel into 4A or 4B a lot. Is it 4 or 6? Honestly, I don't even know anymore. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I be fucking up the connotations in my head. But back, I want to say it's 4 though. And I messed up there too. But I will say this, some of this was me, and then other stuff like that That's an easy combo. It's the connection for that. And I hate blaming shit on connection, but sometimes that's just what it is. Paid him for his troubles though. He showed that he likes to roll a whole lot. Like he doesn't like the whole pressure. He also did not want to. He didn't block, nor did he. Well, he would roll and press something every time. It was either I jump out, I roll, or I just straight up press a button. That was like the entire game plan on defense for him. And then this one, I just did the simple route. This is a lot easier to confirm because the EX pillow in the corner holds them long enough for you to charge up EX Lariat. And I just took that route. I was like, it's dropping everything else for me right now. I ain't got time for it. But on to the next game. All right, this is my, which match was this one? This was winners round 3. This actually determined if you were going to make it to top 12 winners or loser side. If you lost, you still going to loser, so you're still in the tournament. Otherwise, winners side. For y'all that don't know how it goes, double elimination bracket. All right. This was actually, I think this was the best I played all night, to be honest. The only thing I don't like about this is obviously getting to learning how to stay awake, because these tourneys start, like, for me the tourney don't start till 9:30. All right. I got a baby confirmed there. Like, we'll take that. I should have got the hard, the heavy version of it, like fully charged. I should have gotten that. I didn't. This is the most impressive I've seen Gato in a long time, especially because most people, they do not really like to press buttons on Sleepy like that on offense. They're really scared. But you can tell with Levo, it's Levo Yeri, I believe it's that's how you say his name. He is so confident in his offense that shit don't mean nothing to him. Like, he knew exactly what to do to put pressure on me while not making me ever feel comfortable enough to let out a flash kick. And I messed up there, but it's okay. We move. You know what I'm saying? That was what I said about familiar strings. It's a very familiar string for Naj to do that. Now, if you block the heavy wrecker, you are minus. Like, she's plus as fuck and she can do what she want right there. He knows that, so he DP got out of there. I actually don't know how to beat out his JCD. I think I died here too. Because he was mad optimal with his combos too. Like, he didn't just have the movement down. He had the combos ready for every hit confirm. Shit was crazy. But that's the difference between, you know, the highest level players. Excuse me. Like, they're just good like that. Alright, so now I will go over again the few flaws in my team. Love that confirmed though. I was trying to do teleport, but I fucked up. I should have got the hit there and set him up, but again, I think the aura was getting to me, because sometimes it does. Like, for those that don't know, I was at max mode, and my first opponent at max mode was El Rosa. That's another confirm that Cooper just got in the most recent patch, which I think is like over a year ago now. Really good for getting out of pressure, but yeah, he was just on my neck. Like, it's really no other way to describe it other than he was just on my ass. Like, you can't do nothing about it. And then he waited for me to roll because he knew my options were limited. Because if I did EX Pillar right there, he could have just rolled through it and killed me for it. Like, it was really a checkmate situation. I could have stood there and waited it out, but Kukri is not good at keeping you off of him. That's the thing. Him and Naj are offensive monsters, but their defensive options are extremely lacking. Like, even their anti-airs, they can whiff so often and just get you killed for doing the right thing, which is part of why doing anti-airs is just such a pain for me when I'm not using Sleepy Boy, because outside of Flash Kick, Sleepy Boy's anti-airs suck too, but he has Flash Kick, so who cares, right? So, he is just on me right now. Hit me with the shimmy. Shimmies don't necessarily work on me as often because I'm already a pretty defensive player to begin with. He got me good right there. I'm not sure if my flash kick would have came out if it would have helped, but that's what I was going for mid screen. That I just got saved by the gods. I should have died, but we take those. You know what I'm saying? We got a nasty drop there, but he wasn't ready to do nothing right there. We take the flash kick into the confirm, and we just go ahead and just chip him out. Because no matter what he did, which I think he was about to DP. Now Dolores, I actually subbed Dolores, so I kind of know the matchup with her already. Yeah, that follow-up right there, you have to respect that with Sleepy Boy. But the best way to deal with that is to just hug grab. If you hug grab, that move becomes a lot less scarier because at that point, even if they do it, it has to be framed perfect for you to actually lose that exchange. And I'm going to keep it a stat with you. Most Sleepy Boys cannot do that shit framed perfectly. Now, I should have killed off of that right there, but I did not charge down, so it's okay. But I knew that, so I just went for chip. I will say this, and you notice it a lot more in the last game, but they're good, like really good, but I feel like one Sleepy Boy handles his team extremely well, so that helps. But it's also the fact that if you have to, like, when a character cannot just, like, straight up oppress you, I'm really hard to beat at that point. Like that's one thing I can say for myself. I should have died here, but I get why he didn't kill though, because you still got 2 more characters to go through. And while Antonov does make it a little hard for Naj, like Kukri can just kind of zone him out and get him to jump, hit him with an EX pillar, and just meter dump at that point. I was trying to get him. I was hoping he was gonna press something right there, so we just hit him with a cross up. OCV for an OCV. Right? So I was feeling good. I ain't gonna hold you. I was feeling like mad good because I was like, damn, I might actually get this nigga. I might actually get him. Hold on. Especially when you know how good a player is and you get them like that. Like that is a big ass confidence boost because I was like, yeah, like I can do this shit. Like I might actually put him in the losers, which would be a big upset because I can promise you nobody that saw me versus him in bracket was looking at, oh, Baja got you. No. They were most likely looking like, yeah, he's about to get smoked. But no. Anyways, we put him in the corner, but he gets out. Waiting patiently. He's playing a lot more patient this time if you haven't noticed, though. Okay, so boom. Now, obviously he starts getting his shit off and really doing hops. The problem is I don't fight Gato enough to know when he's in a position to actually safe jump a DP. So I am less trigger happy with it, right? And right there I did try to do DP. It did not come out though. Possibly because the rollback frames kept moving, as you can see. But that was really my issue here. Yeah, and see, even he was afraid, and that was the safe jump right there. But I was feeling like kind of deflated right there because I genuinely felt like if I beat him with Sleepy, I feel like I could have won the set regardless. Like, not even like kill him. That was a mispress. So, to explain what I was actually trying to do there, I was just trying to get him crossed. Like, and the fact that he was blocking that though, like, it was kind of crazy. Cause most people don't block crossups when they're that fast. Cause she dead ass got anime fighter crossups. Now this again is where Naj sucks the most because, and so I did advanced strike there because you can do guard cancel blowback, which is probably the best option usually there. If you get advanced strike, not only do you get the free plus frames, but you can get them up off you for a second and get a free turn. What I should have did right after that was I should have went for a cross up to see if I got it. But, you know what I'm saying, hindsight's 2020. So he was just on my fucking neck. I was hoping to get him with that. He kind of just knows, yeah, there was a lot of mispressing going on. It's like some of it is net code, but I mean, the net fucking up, but then other times it's like it's definitely me. Now when I did the sweep, what I should have did there, because I definitely have those, is his far D would have reached, and I could have did a full corner combo and killed him for like half a bar right there. But it's okay, because we took the Gato out, and I can't remember. Oh yeah, I know what happened here. So we're not doing too bad because Kukri can definitely make comebacks on just about anybody. Kukri's a little harder to DP midstream because he can just stop on a dime. I was keeping him out there. I did not get my super there. I was fucking tight. So I got grabbed there. That shit hurt. So right here, I probably should have just supered. So I went for the reset. The problem with that is you kind of want people to feel like they're going to die, and that was just nice. He waited for what I was gonna do after the knockdown from the grab. Waited for anything and just far D into quick max. I mean, that's how you do it though. But yeah, if I would have did the super into the OTG, it would have been a situation where she's a lot more careful. He got to be a lot more careful with her. I should have did that, but I wanted more meter for against Antonov, and I knew it wasn't gonna kill. So again, hindsight's 2020. But we in the set 2-1. All right. This is okay. So this is the third match that was actually played. We did have another DQ. Was it a DQ at this point? No, it was not DQ at this point. This point was a top 8 qualifier right here. Got the Benny Morrow, Rio, Sylvie team. It's not so much that the team is not good. So Benny is one of those characters that he's top 3, and he's constantly in the argument for like up there with Isla for a top 1. The problem is sometimes people pick characters because they're strong, but they don't have a proper understanding of how to use that character when they can't execute a specific game plan. But once I realized that somebody don't know how to deal with Sleepy Boy, I'm not gonna hold you. I just run over you. Like in most cases, I'm just gonna run you over. Not because I think you're bad, but because it's like you gotta take advantage of that. Because you don't want to give people a chance to actually adapt to you mid-fight. Not in a tournament setting. Like in casuals, I will sit there and tell you every way to deal with everything I'm doing, because that's only gonna make me better. Mid-tourney set, oh no, you getting hit with the grime. Like if I see you don't know what you're doing, that was a really good combo he got for me though. But he kind of started showing me some signs too that he didn't really care to hold too much. And he jumped a lot. Like I do understand that KOF is more jump friendly than a lot of fighters, but he's a flash kick character, and he's a flash kick character that fucking hurts. So it's like you gotta watch the jumps, man. That was a really good setup though. He knows that string is very DP friendly. Well, it's susceptible to getting DP. I wasn't ready for that. Confirm. At this point, I'll just take whatever damage I can get. That was a nice roll to punish that. Somebody actually asked in the group before, how do you punish advanced strike? There you go right there. You just saw it in 4K or whatever this shit is recording in. Alright, but here comes Naj. This is probably gonna be the first time you actually get to see Naj actually like fight. Cause I feel like she just did not get a chance to play much this time. Actually, she probably didn't play this time either. He caught me with the overhead right there. Yeah, I just got cracked on top of the dome right there. It was kind of looking bad, not gonna lie. It started looking real bad. But it's okay. So again, because he was jump happy, I had no problem going for that. That is a very plus ass string. You should always just go for a DP there if you don't want to hold it. I messed up. I was supposed to do hop forward into heavy kick to do the reset there. The other reset is more so when I end the combo early with his light quarter circle back move. I didn't think it was gonna hit. But yeah, I'll end the combo after EX Tatsu. I'll end it with quarter circle back kick because it gives a knockdown and it gives me just enough time to do light teleport and mix, right? So I can do high or low right there. The only problem with that is also frame perfect. If you do not do it perfectly, they can just roll out, they can mash grab, or they can just DP out. The thing is, they cannot do shit except for EX DP or reversal super if you do it right. Like, that's the beauty in it. And the thing is, most people, either they haven't seen it or they just know how hard it is to do. And so they just will press something anyway. So that shit has like, when I do it right, it has like a 90% hit rate. And the thing is, it doesn't matter how many times I've done it to people, they don't want to hold that shit. So it just works. And I'm all for having a bunch of tricks, especially with a character like Cook where you need to have a bunch of different mix-ups ready. But again, he pressed on the advanced strike. But, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to do that. You don't want to go into the whole bag if you don't have to. But anyways, we got Rio here. We just do the round start run up. I actually love that run cancel. If you notice, I stopped my stream right there because I knew that he liked to roll, especially roll back to try to get out of pressure. I thought I was away from that DP, but it's okay. So now we hit him with a roll. Hit him with a reset. That was good blocks. Keep him in the corner with a stand CD. We do the 4-8 run again, but this time we get hit. This time he jumps way too damn high. So it's an easy flash kick. And then we just jump back, flutter kick. Now we got Sylvie again. Hit him with the 5-8. You hold him in place because a lot of people want to get up and press buttons. It works. Now, I didn't time it properly. That's the reason why he was able to do that. Actually, I have to look again because I can't remember if he just rolled or if that was a guard cancel roll. It just happened so damn fast. Right there, I'm going to be honest. I don't know what happened, but he got me. Alright, so anyways, down to the Naj versus Sylvie. I was getting cracked, I'm not gonna hold you. So I started fishing for the standee, which it's another habit that you don't want. But anyways, we get the cross up. He wasn't ready for it. And we just make sure level 1 should have killed, but I wanted to make sure I didn't have to interact with that character again. But anyways, we got in the top 8 with this match. Our next opponent actually DQ'd, so that put me into 5th at worst. Then I had a match versus Darkeen, which is up next. Alright, so last match of the night, me versus Darkeen. I've actually had a few interactions with Darkeen. He's actually a really cool ass dude, but a really strong KOF player. Also, he fights Yurikov a lot, like whether it's in tournament or not. And so he knows the Sleepy Boy matchup like really well. Plus, Oyash wins this matchup pretty good. The only difference is I also know how to fight Oyash. But boom, there's a lot of shit that grapplers get in this game that just hurt my soul. But anyways, we keep going, right? Okay. Good pressure. I should have reacted to that with EX flash kick. Like, I absolutely should have punished that. There's actually like no actual excuse for that because like watching that back and seeing how slow that move actually is when you're already in block state, it's like, damn, I can't believe I let that shit get me. But then if we take the flash kick, then we take max damage at this point. Because at this point, the time is down, right? So we're just trying to get damage. I should have finished that combo. Don't know what happened, actually. I just didn't finish it. That wasn't a connection thing, though. That was just me. Anyways, now we got Naj versus Oyash. And this is where I said I'm a little. First it's him and Yashiro. Not as good. The confidence isn't there with challenging when it's like sometimes you just gotta push a fucking button. Like right there, like sometimes you gotta push a button. No, I like the decision. I just feel like I shouldn't have had to do the EX kick, but it does help when people are trying to run away from you. That is a really good round start because it is very punishable, but most people aren't actually ready to full punish it, and most people are moving round start. That's the thing. That's why Lariat round start is so good. And I was just getting fucked in the corner. I ain't gonna like it ain't really no other way to describe it. I was just getting my ass beat. Like sometimes that's just what happens though. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not always a crazy explanation for something. Sometimes they just get you. That's just what it is. Like, now we down to Kukri versus Vice. Now I also just don't know how to fight this character. So I went for this one, and this is a time where Dark King actually understands. Boom. Both times where you can interrupt me, and he showed right there where you can interrupt me, but also knowing to block. Like, he is a very knowledgeable player. Like, even the characters that he doesn't even dabble in, you know he fights them a lot. And you know he also labs against them. I don't necessarily lab against the character like I should. Yeah, he was just on my ass. And it's easier versus Kukri though because of the fact that he just doesn't. That time I did finally mash. That was supposed to be EX, not by bad button press, but I just shouldn't have done it. And the full screen command grab, half screen, whatever it was, that shit was a jump scare. All right. So we back at point versus point. I go for that because right now he ain't got no meter, man. And sometimes you just gotta do that. So I wasn't charging, so I went for the sweep instead. It's always better to get the full charge, but if you can't and you're close enough, just take the sweep. That's probably one of the other good things about fighting a grappler too, though, is they are way more willing to do command grabs on wake up versus just holding it, because they're really strong in this game. But because of that, I was able to take advantage of it with the advanced strike, keep the pressure on, not give him the space to wake up with something or to press something. Because once you're in the corner, you got to start making some decisions. Vice, again, she's such a weird matchup because I don't know her. I don't know, like, really what to stay away from. And not only is he, like, just a good Vice player, he's just one of the better players. Like, so, of course he's just ready. But I got flash kick. I'm gonna use it. Like, I would use that shit way more on grapplers because I do not want no parts of it. That was just nasty. Like, the fact that he knew the exact distance to stay away from the pillow hitting him in the head and still snatch me up is crazy work. Yes, sir. We finessed him, but your boy had a case of the drops last night. That is supposed to be two. It is. That should have been 2D into the hit grab, EX hit grab, and I could have just mixed them and took him out the game. And I'm really pissed about that because I should have killed him. And right here, I got a little upset too. Finally get an anti-air, right? Now watch this. Now, I slightly mistimed my hop and got hit for it, and then at this point, it's just a case of, nah, it's just can't really challenge. Then I got cracked with an overhead. Well, this was just good play. Now also in the corner, the other time I made a mistake. So I got 2C because I was panicked. I was trying to hurry to kill him. But I hit 2C, and if I would have just did my heavy Rekka, it would have chipped him. And if that didn't chip, I had level 2 kick waiting, and that shit is fast as hell. The chances that he would have actually avoided are pretty low. I was just trying to get her out. I shouldn't have done that, but you know, when you're just trying to get a character to fuck off the screen, man, sometimes you do some very questionable shit. Now I did instead of doing a neutral hop CD, and my health is just getting deleted. I hopped forward because I wanted to catch them if they tried to roll back, because a lot of people try to roll back right there. But again, it was me taking what people normally do in the situation and what somebody who understands like all of their options is doing. So when he just blocked, he made it a lot harder for me to do that. Because the EX teleport, it actually drags you. And then this is just dual on catching me. He caught a bad move and punished me for it. I mean, that's just good play. But that was the end of my run. GG to everybody I fought though. This is actually a really solid tourney to enter though, for real. Because a lot of heavy hitters join you.